Uh, okay, I'm back. I was listening to the police cars. I know what's going on, but that's crazy. It's Pennsylvania sometimes. And we're not even in a big town. Wilkesboro is pretty far from here, probably about 10, 20 minutes. I'm not gonna give you out my location for private space. We're in northeast Pennsylvania. But it's close to Wilkesboro, close to Scranton, close to Poker Mountain, so it's kind of crazy. Police chases everything. You just sometimes with your helicopters, This road, as you can see, is a 35, I think. But there's just people be flying through here. Probably going like 45, 50. One time a little girl got hit by a car. I think she survived, pretty bad though. Right down the road from her house. Wish people slow down. Pretty bad. Hopefully I can catch them, come back through here. Cop car, it's pretty interesting. There was a dirt bike, then 2 cop cars went by with a flying, and then after that it was another cop car right like a minute later, and they were both Ford Explorers, Interceptors. I kind of hear a dirt bike. He's somewhere around here. Probably going on the trails or something. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. One time I was sitting in the toilet, I heard a bang. Looked outside. Police cars were flying over. Turned out to be a gunshot. I don't know where it was going on. Sometimes weird things happen in this area. Get pretty crazy sometimes. I hope you come back. I like to share this with you guys. Instead of just talking. Usually I do gaming videos and sometimes I sing. I do something different for once. I don't know. Still hear it open like he's railing like dirt bike. I don't know where he's at. That's at the helicopter. I don't know, it might be a helicopter now. I don't know. Yeah. You know how GTA is. First thing I yelled, I was like, oh, we got a GTA chase outside. Getting all excited. Yeah, originally lived down south, but we never saw nothing down there where I lived. It's kind of rare. In South Carolina, they have much stuff going on. Quiet. And we move up here, where I was born up here in Pennsylvania. We return, and it's like in the city, like, oof, it's changed. I don't remember much when I was little up here, but I used to go to New York City when I was little. That was crazy. One time, my dad was a truck driver, so we used to go there. When he put me in the car seat, I used to go up in there with him. One time we stopped at somewhere in the city, and there was a bagel truck or something. He stopped and got me a bagel. Oh, but here, think it's coming back. No, here, it's getting closer. But yeah. I love going to races. They have some speedways that I'm here to go to. I went to this little short track up here in Pennsylvania. Went to a dirt track down south. Went to Greenville Pickens once. That was nice, but that's not there really anymore. And then my favorite one was the 2013 Coke 600 I went to. So on turn 4, right where the stand, by pit road entry, that's when the cable was snapped on me. Then we were on row 40, right under the booths. I saw a whole kid with Kyle Busch ran right over that thing. It was crazy. Yeah, he was taking pictures of his car. You can see actually pictures of in the NASCAR books of where it was. And I actually saw it right in front of me. That was my first and last NASCARs I went to. I haven't been to one since. A couple years ago, I went to a racetrack and I did a ride along in a stock car. That was fun. 160 miles an hour. Oof. And turned out being a between 2011 and 2012 Chevy Impala. It was a number 3 car. And the driver was funny. He looked just like Dale Earnhardt, but like a little older. And he said, I'm Dale Earnhardt. I'm like, yeah, you look like Dale Earnhardt. It's fine. But of course, when we come down pit road after I was done, I put the number 3 sign up out the window, tribute Dale. Yeah, had some good times. I'm only 27. Got a long way to go. Yeah, it was my 25th birthday. I did the ride along. And when I did the Coke, that was 2013, so I was like 15. I think it was, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that was nice. Long race, because the thing fell and basically had red flag, I think it was. We had to park. It took an hour. We got there. I think it was around like 5 or something, and we had to park. Drove all the way around the track cut for an hour, trying to find a place. Eventually parked all the way out by the drag strip. Walked past the drag, all the way past the dirt track, over the little bridge thing going behind. We got in the track, and that was crazy. That was fun. Long walk, got some exercise. And I know I'm talking. I'm just seeing if I can waste time to see if that big car comes out, or motorcycle. So I'm talking. I don't really do much. You don't really know much about me. I do videos. Never really showed you about me. I know I'm not showing my face, but you've seen what I look like in my other videos. Trying to see if this dirt bike comes, I can catch it. But so talking. Yeah, it's like getting sunset here. It's on a Sunday. But yeah, I like muscle cars. Never owned a car, but my parents always had a car. My dad, when I was a baby, he had a 98 F-150. No, it was an 85. The first one was an 85 F-350, souped up black one. It was nice. Loud, too. Then he got a 98 F-150, it was white. Then he had a 02 Pontiac Grand Am. It was silver. I like cars and stuff, so I'm gonna talk about that now. Then he had 5 F-150 XLT. That lasted a long time. And then he had a 2018 Chevy Silverado 1500 Rocky Ridge. Now that was nice. And now he has this, a 23 F-150 STX. And my mom, now that's great. Oh, he also had a Harley Davidson Dynamite, but like a 2000 or something. Now my mom, that's crazy. She had a 2000 Sportster Harley. And then she's like, the guy that got me in the cars, really. She had a 98 Pontiac Trans Am. This is all since I was born. Her car, the 98 Trans Am convertible with I think it was Ram Air too, I'm not sure. That was fun. And then it was I think a 2004 Jeep Liberty. That was okay. For now, my dad also had a 2013 Jeep Wrangler. That was pretty good. Cool. I mean, my mom, she had for renting the Liberty, Jeep Liberty. Oh, my favorite, the 1978 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, 25th anniversary. Not this Indy car, just a plain, normal. I liked it though. I love Corvettes. And then we had a 07 Mustang car. That's not really my, I like Mustang, but that wasn't a good Mustang. Traded that in for a 2010 Dodge Challenger RT. That was red. Then a 2012 Kia Forte Coupe blue, which the one we took to the Charlotte race. Then after that, we got another Challenger, 2016 Challenger RT. And then she got a 2021 or 2020 Dodge Charger SXT. And a couple years ago, she traded that in for this 2023 Dodge Challenger RT Scat Pack. And I think that was shaker. I don't know if you can see it, but that was nice. Love that thing. That thing purrs. In my car, what I'm gonna get, I don't even know what I'm gonna get in one day. Still don't have my license, I don't feel like driving because, crazy people out there sometimes drive. Not everybody, there's a lot of good drivers. Some people that just take it to the extreme. But, yeah, my dad's first car was a 65 Mustang Fastback. And my mom, her first car was a 78 Ford Pinto wagon. Yeah, I've never seen it, but I heard a Mustang, but yeah, the Pinto wagon, she said was not a crappy car, but the Mustang, my dad said he liked that. But, yeah. Crazy. Been to a lot of races, been in a lot of vehicles. My dad, like I said, used to be a truck driver. I used to ride with him. He worked for a truck, not a semi, but he drove for machine trucks, like not machine, but like a flatbed that carried machines, like New York City, Ohio, like through the Northeast, Jersey. I used to ride when there was like a Sterling, some kind of Sterling truck. Then he drove a trash truck for a while, not like a city, but like, a landfill truck. Did that for a while down south, then he retired. He usually likes driving truck. He said not anymore though. After years of doing all that shifting, messes with you. My mom though, she was in the Navy. And I think she was in 84 to 80 something. On the USS Dixon, I think it was. Yeah. Now that was cool. Yeah, she did that and stuff. Got a couple other cool jobs. Just like their privacy. I don't want to go into all of it, Nothing bad. It's just, see what my parents do. You don't want to tell everything. Probably already told too much, but yeah, I don't know if that bike's gonna come back, but it's a little hotter today. It's like 80. It was 80 today. It's Pennsylvania. It's 80 degrees. I don't know if it's normal. It feels like something you would feel in South Carolina. It's crazy. Humid. Oh. But yeah. It's kind of crazy how the weather's getting. Like storms, wildfires, and rain, and it's like one weird. Yeah, I just got games now. I just got a WWE 2K15. I never had that one. I got an WWE 2K16. I used to have one for the 360, but it stopped. That was my first ever wrestling game. Because I got in WWE in January of 2015. So it's been about almost 11 years, I think, yeah. Coming next January. Yeah. I have 15 through 25. And I used to have my first ever video game was NASCAR Thunder 2002 for PlayStation 2. It was my first system. And I have NASCAR Thunder 2002. I don't have the PS2 no more, so I can't play them. I have NASCAR 2001 through 2014. Then I have NASCAR Heat. There to Daytona, NASCAR Heat Evolution. 2, 3, 4. I think there's a fifth one. I think that's the last one, whatever the last one I made. NASCAR 21. And the new NASCAR Riles, but that's for Switch, and I don't like to record that, which sucks because it's a cool game, for my channel. I went to a couple wrestling events 2 years in a row. Raw up here in Pennsylvania. It was in, I think, around November. It was pretty fun. First one, they got kind of tired because it was okay, but the second one was awesome. They had a women's battle royal kind of thing. At the end, they cut off the air, but when you're there, it's pretty fun because Cody Rhodes did not come out during the show, but after the show, they basically had a brawl, and Cody Rhodes came running around, and it was fun. I think Becky Lynch was there, but then she got hurt the last time. This was in 23. and she couldn't perform. And so I remember everybody saying, "Let her fight. We want Becky," or something like that. Yeah. And, Natalia, I think, was in the Battle Royal. You know, this was when Becky was supposed to be in it. I think, the first time I think it was Tamina, and it was before the show started. It was the main event, or whatever event version, whatever they did before the show. It was Tamina versus what's her name? The one with the pillow. I can't remember. And the one with the pillow won. And I was like, no, that girl beat Tamina out of all people. I'm thinking that's ridiculous. Like, how can that happen? There is no way Tamina can be beat by a rookie. But it happened, like, you know. Seth Rollins was there I think, both times. Cody Rhodes second, but he didn't wrestle. He just had a little, you know, argue thing. Who else? Big names. I didn't get to see Roman Reigns. I saw the New Day. I think it was the New Day, yeah. The Usos were there the first time. Yeah, Usos. Solo was out there with the Usos that day. You can probably watch it. Well, I don't know if you can watch it because you have to get, you know, they don't have it on Peacock no more, but I think it was a New Day came out, and then Jimmy and Jay and Solo came out together, and something happened, and it's been a while, so yeah, a lot's been, you know. And who else was there? It was on both times. There was, let me see, I don't think CM Punk wasn't back yet, so he wasn't there. The Judgment Day. I think Rhea Ripley was there at the time. I'm not sure about that. I know Damian Priest was there. I think I saw Dom. Dirty Dom, but yeah, whatever. He's not really dirty. He's just rebelling. You know, everybody does that at a certain age. Maybe he's a little too old for it, but I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, that was fun. I think Dom was there. I think he was. I thought I saw him. I think Rhea was there too at the time. I think this was it was in November of both years, 22 and 23. So whatever was, I can't remember who's champion, but yeah, that was fun. There's a couple races I want to go to still. I want to eventually. There's a lot of races, but I want to mainly before you know, I go, which is a long time. I eventually want to go to the Indianapolis 500, Daytona 500. You know, and maybe the Southern 500. But I've been to the Coke 600. But I've always wanted to go to Daytona and see the main but Indy 500 seems interesting, you know, because they go fast. Like I don't know, this is on Forza. I think it was 6 or 7. I got a car up to the Indy car going around there, 230 miles an hour. I don't know what the real speed is in real life, but yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff I do. Yeah. Cool games and stuff I do, you know. I don't have any friends, or I don't have a girlfriend or nothing, so that's what I do. I just make videos and do video games. I sing in my room sometimes and make videos of that. I know I'm not a good singer, but I just like to share with people, you know. And I have nothing else to do. I can't work because I'm autistic. That's why I'm trying to do YouTube. You know, I heard that you can probably get paid. I'm not in it for the money. No, I like doing it for fun, make other people happy, but if, you know, eventually I get like 500 subscribers, so you can probably get paid. That'll help out a little bit. You know, with getting food, and I'm on my own, you know. So, yeah. I do a lot of just normal stuff, nothing big, you know. I just, you know, I'll tell you a little bit about my but you know what, I'll tell you, I can't tell you my address. You can probably see, I won't tell you where I'm at now, but my previous houses. I was born in, Lehighton. It was the hospital out there. I lived in Jim Thorpe. Then from there I went to what was it? Jim Thorpe, I think Effort, Pennsylvania. Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, Effort, Pennsylvania. There's people riding bikes going down the road, bicycles. Effort to Pennsylvania and to Salisbury. That was a nice place. Up on like a little mountain hill thing. Then from there we went to, I think like Anderson, South Carolina. And from there we went to Lawrence, South Carolina. That was that time, a crazy time. And now we're back in Pennsylvania, close to Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area. But yeah, it's been hectic. I've been in school-wise. I've had issues in school because, I'm autistic, I'm crazy, I just have like a hard time making friends, and I get in trouble, like how I don't fight. I don't fight. I just argue or I say something stupid and it just gets me in trouble. So, schools, when I was in elementary, I went to, up here was called, Pleasant Valley Elementary. And then I went to this place in South Carolina called Sanders Middle. No, I went down there. It was Whitehall Elementary. Then from there I went to Sanders Middle. And then from there I went to Lawrence High School, District 5 High School. I was only there a couple weeks and I basically got expelled for the rest of high school saying something stupid. Never did nothing serious. They just basically extremed it. I don't know, I guess it was the times that we were in that time of year, so, the world, so I didn't do nothing bad. I just said, basically said a threat, not like, basically a threat. I'm gonna kick everybody's ass, basically, not mean to cuss, basically, but, and I guess they thought like I was gonna do something worse, I don't know, But they basically expelled me from the rest of that. Was like taking it to the extreme. Probably because they didn't want to deal with me talking or crap anymore. So they just got rid of me while they could. Which I would never do anything bad, So I never had a prom. Never actually got to do all the normal high school stuff, So, yeah, I missed out on a lot growing up. I've never had a girlfriend. Never had any friends. Well, I have, but it's been like 12 years. But it's okay. I just play my games. I'll get there eventually. So yeah. That's about it. I don't think this car or dirt bike chase is coming back. And as soon as I hear a dirt bike, but I don't know where it's at. But if I see it, if I hear it like getting close or hear sirens, I'll bring another video up. Well, that's it for now. Everybody have a good, if you see this video live, or not live, but like night, around, have a good night. Or wherever you are, have a good day.